So good afternoon everyone. We are going to start the session on Tele ERP 9. Now first of all, I just want to add a disclaimer that this presentation, it is merely for learning purpose. So we are just here to train you. Now what you have to do is you have to download this software, that is Tele ERP 9. So once you are going to download the software, you can see a logo on the right. This logo will appear. Right, and this Tele ERP 9, it is a window-based enterprise resource planning software. This software, it handles accounting, inventory management, order management, then tax management, payroll, banking, and many such requirements of the business. So try to understand, till now in accounting, what we have been doing is, we were creating journals, then we were creating ledgers, then we were creating the trial balance, then trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet. But with the help of this Tele ERP 9, you will see automatically, you can automatically see that the trading account, the profit and loss account, the balance sheet, you don't have to do anything. You should just know two things. One is that how to pass the journal entries. The second is ledger. So two things, journal entries and ledger. If you know the journal entries and ledger, everything would be done automatically. You know, we have been doing balance sheet as per schedule 6. It is again a very cumbersome task. But if you know Tele, you don't have to make any balance sheet as per schedule 6. It will be automatically made with this particular software. Now you can see here that Tele, it has certain steps. If you want, you can note down these steps. And first of all, what we do is in Tele we create a company. So after we create a company, what we do, we make the ledger account. This is step number 2. Step number 3 is we pass journal entries. And step number 4 is that final accounts, they are automatically created. You don't have to do anything for it. They are automatically created. On the right, you will be able to see this link. Are you able to see this link? telesolutions.com download.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you can just go to this link and then you can download tele.erp9. This is what you can do. Right? Once you download tele.erp9, you'll see that this would be the first screen that will appear. This is the first screen. Can you see this this pointer? Is the pointer visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you are going to get this screen as the first screen. Now in this screen, you can see here that there are so many options. One option is, let's say A is for activate your license, B is for reactivate your license, I is for get a rental license, C is for configure existing license. This is the first screen. What you have to do is, you have to go to work in educational mode. Now this is very important. You have to go to work in educational mode because we don't have to make anything for business purposes. We just have to do it for education purpose. If you want to do it for business purpose, in that case, you can activate your license. You have to get a license for the same. Right? As you can see here, there are so many alphabets. A, B, I, C, L, W, Q. All these alphabets, they are the shortcut keys in Tele. They are known as the shortcut keys in Tele. Now you can see that alphabet, they have a single line at the bottom. For example, A, it has a single line at the bottom. L, it has a single line at the bottom. W, it has a single line at the bottom. Single line at the bottom means you have to press Alt with the alphabet. For example, if you want to go to education mode, you have to press Alt W. If you want to go to, let us say, activate your license, you have to press Alt A. So wherever beneath the alphabet there is a single line, that means Alt plus alphabet. And whenever beneath the alphabet there is a double line, that is known as Control plus the alphabet. Right? So you can see here, if you see on the top, we have print. It means in order to print any document, we have to press Alt C. Then we have export. For exporting any document, we have to press Alt E. But you can see S, it has double lines. So S, if it has double lines, it means that we have to press Control S and not Alt S. Reason being because it has two lines at the bottom. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
You can ask questions side by side. I would prefer if you ask side by side, I would be more than happy to help you out. Now, the thing is, this entire screen, this is known as your gateway of tele. This entire big screen, it is known as gateway of your tele. And the screen which is there at the right, this is known as button bar. That is the green one on the right, which has F2 here. It is a button bar. This is the second important screen on tele. And the third screen is the screen which is there at the bottom. The screen at the bottom, it tells you, it gives the information about every particular mode of tele. For example, you can see here that it is tele.erp9 and the version that we are using is the latest version, that is tele ERP9 version 6.6. So this is the latest version. Then we have education mode here, that is we are working in education mode. Right? Then you have the configuration. You even have calculator here. If you want to use calculator, you can use it. For calculator, the button that you have to press is Control N. So it is very important that you should know the shortcuts in tele. If you know the shortcuts, you'll be able to do everything very fast. Now, whenever you are going to press Alt plus W, that is wherever you are going to enter into education mode, you'll see that this screen would appear. This would be the screen that would appear. Now, the first step in tele that we have to do is to create the company. Remember this thing that in tele we have 4 steps that we have to follow. The first step is we have to create the company. Then we have the second step. The second step is we have to make the ledger account. The third step is we have to pass the journal entries. That's it. Fourth step is everything is automatically done. So from your side, 3 steps, fourth step would be automatically done. So what we are going to do is we are going to press create company here. So once we press create company here, yeah. Anything you want to ask? Okay. So you can see here, these are all the shortcut keys as I've already explained you before creating the company. For a single underline, it is Alt. Then for a double underline, we have to press Control. If you want to cancel anything, we have to press Escape. There are 2 buttons which are very, very, very important in tele. One is an Escape button. The second is an Enter button. Escape button means if you want to cancel anything. Enter button means if you want to activate any particular option. So to activate an option, it is Enter. To cancel an option, it is Escape. And then even up, down, arrow keys, they are very important in tele. Now, how to create a company in tele? So you should know here that if you are operating multiple businesses, let us say you want to create 5 companies. So you can create all the 5 companies together at a single cost. Right? You don't have to pay again and again. If you have purchased a license, in that case, you can create as many companies as you want. Now we are pressing the button which is known as the create company. So once we are pressing the button of a create company, we will get this screen. So this is a screen which will come. Now in this screen, what you have to do is, I will request all of you, if you can please unmute your mic.
बस जो आपने इधर ले जाके इधर कर दिया है.
Sorry to interrupt. I have received a lot of requests where Greater Noida faculty is not able to join. I have added most of them. So all the Greater Noida faculty who are there already, I would request if you can also keep on adding your colleagues. I am doing this from my end.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I have told you that in tele there are 4 steps which are very important. The first step is to create the company. Then the second step is you have to make the ledger account. The third is your journal entries. And the fourth is automatically your trading profit and loss account and balance sheet would be created. So we are here, for all those who just joined, we are here on the first step of tele, that is we are creating the company. So when we are creating the company, we'll see here that this kind of screen would appear. So while creating a company, what we have to do is, we have to write the name of the company. Then we have to go to the mailing address of the company. Then the phone number, mobile number, email address, everything for the company. So if we add everything and then we press enter, we will be able to create the company. Now you can see here that on the top, you can see here directory. So if you want to see your files of Tele, you can go to C drive, users, public, then tele.erp9 and then data. From the data, you can see the files of all the companies that you have created. So this is the use of the directory which is given at the top. Now the next step, you can see here on the right, we have financial year. Financial year begins from 1st April 2020. And if you think that your book begin after the financial year, because number of times what we do is, after the financial year has started, we have formed the company. Let us say the financial year, it has started on 1st April and the books have begun from, let us say, 1st of May. So we can change the date here as 1st May 2020. So while creating the company, you can take into consideration all these things. So I have created a company here with the name of AIBS Accounting Limited. Right, I have added the address, then the country, the state, the PIN code, then the phone numbers and everything. Everything is added. After I add everything, I'll press enter, enter. After the enter, I'm going to get this particular option, that is accept. So always remember this thing, we don't have any save button in Tele. No save button in Tele. We only have the accept button in Tele. So under accept, if you press yes, it means that your company has been created and the information has been saved. So you can note down, we don't have any save button in Tele. We only have the accept button. If we press yes, it means that the work has been done. Now in this step, we can see here that the first step is completed, that is, the company has been created. Now after the company has been created, you can see here on the left the name of the company, AIBS Accounting Limited. It has been created. The first step is over. Now we are going to move to the second step, that is, we have to pass the ledger entries. So always remember this thing, whenever you are passing the ledger entries, you have to go to this button, that is, you have to go to account information. While ledger, on the gateway of Tele, you have to go to account information. So once you go to account information, just click it. You'll see here. This screen would come, that screen is known as ledger. In account information, you can go to ledger. Now before making the ledger, there are certain things which I'll make very clear to you, that what I want to tell is that you have created a company. If you want to alter the company, you also have the option of alter in the company information. You can go to alter, you can do whatever changes you want to do. So this is another option in Tele. You can create, you can alter, and then you can move to the next step. Now this is the question which we are going to do in this particular session. If you want, you can click the picture, and then we are going to make the ledger account for this question, and then we are going to pass the journal entries for this question, right? And automatically your trading profit and loss account and balance sheet would be created. So these are all the journal entries, and we have just solved these journal entries. I hope the three accounts, for all those who are from the accounting background, it would be very clear to you that we use three accounts, that is personal account, real account, and nominal account, and then we pass all the journal entries. If you want, you can click the picture, and then you can also click the picture of the journal entry. For example, commence business with cash, cash account, debit to capital account. Then if you're depositing, it is bank to cash. Just click the picture of the slide. Have you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then the next slide, you can again click the picture. We have 15 journal entries, and then you can click the picture of all these 15 journal entries. And then this is the last slide for journal entries. Now for ledger, we are going to go to the account information. We are going to click on the account information. Now you can see here, as I've already explained you, that this portion, it is the gateway of Tally. This entire portion, it is the gateway of Tally. On the right, you can see that there are so many buttons on this button bar. This is the button bar. If you want to select a company, press F1. If you want to shut a company, press Alt F1. Right? Similarly, you can see here that at the bottom, you have all the options as I've already explained you. So after pressing accounting information, we are going to move to this particular screen. That screen is known as ledger. So we have to click ledgers here. So once we are clicking ledgers here, you are going to get this screen. And on this screen, you can see here, you have an option that do you want to create a single ledger or do you want to create multiple ledgers, right? So in this case, since you can see that there are 15 entries and we have to make the ledger account for cash, for capital, for bank, for furniture, it means that we have to create so many ledger accounts. Now, since we have to create so many ledger accounts, in that case, we'll go to create multiple ledgers. We'll go to this option, that is create multiple ledgers. So once we press this create button, this is the screen that will appear. So this list of groups would automatically appear. And whatever ledgers we have to create, we'll just keep on writing the names here. Let us say we have to create ledger and capital account. We'll write capital account here. From the groups, we'll select capital account because it comes under the capital account. Automatically, the ledger of capital account would be created. Now here I want to tell you one thing which is very, very important. That you don't have to create ledger for two accounts. That is cash account and the second is the profit and loss account. For these two accounts, that is for cash account and for profit and loss account, the ledgers are already created. So we already have the ledgers for the cash account and the profit and loss account. We don't have to create it. Rest for all others, we have to create. So name of the ledger, you can add here. So once we add the name of the ledger, you can see here, this cash account is already created. Capital account I have added this capital account, list of groups. In list of groups, I'll go here to the capital account. So similarly, I have created bank account. I have created bank account under bank account group. Then commission under indirect income, because in the question it is given that commission have been received. So as a result of it, it is created under indirect income. Mr. X, you can see the entry of Mr. X. It is given purchase goods from Mr. X on credit. Since you are purchasing the goods from Mr. X on credit, Mr. X is the sundry creditor. So since Mr. X is a sundry creditor, we'll put Mr. X under sundry creditor. We'll put Mr. Y under sundry debtor. So we will choose that which account will cover under which group based on the question that we get or based on the entry that we have to pass. So is it clear to all of you till here what we have to do? If you can please just give me the feedback of, is it clear that how to create the ledger account?
Yes, ma'am.
Because once you are going to download the software and once you are going to practice it and once you are going to do it on your own, you will be able to do it very well. Right? Now the idea of this session is so that you get a briefing of what exactly is done in Tally. Right? And we can have more sessions too if you are creating a company on your own and then you are making the ledger accounts on your own. If you have any doubts, any queries, we can again have meetings, and we want that every student in Amity University should learn this thing. This is very important. Instead of, old traditional methods of making ledger and then trial balance and profit and loss account. Right? So we are going to move to the next slide now. Again, we have an option which is the option of alter. See, if you want to alter anything, you just have to go to this alter option to alter. In any group, you can alter. Now, the ledgers have been created. Now, you have created these 13 ledger accounts. You can see here, 11 we have created, and this cash account and profit and loss account, they already existed. So, they are the 13 ledger accounts which are created. Now, the next step is, that is the third step in Tally, we have to pass the journal entries. Now, always remember this thing, that journal entries we have to pass in this field, that is accounting vouchers. I've already told you, for ledger, you have to go to accounting information. For journal entries, we'll have to go to accounting vouchers. So you can see here, this gateway of Tally is like the menu. Right? Once you are going to pass journal entries, side by side, you can go to balance sheet, you can see the balance sheet. Automatically, your balance sheet would be created. The side by side, you can go to profit and loss account. Automatically, it would be created. You don't have to do any ratio analysis. Just click ratio analysis. Automatically, you'll get all the ratios. So this is the benefit of Tally that we have. Now we are going to go to accounting voucher for the journal entries that we pass. Now, once you are going to go to the accounting voucher, in that case, this is the screen that would come. And on the screen, what we can see on the left is, we can see the buy button, right? So what I prefer is, we have an option, either see the buy button and for button, or see the debit button and the credit button. So what I always prefer is that I can see the debit and the credit button. So accordingly, I can put whatever information needs to be debited in the debit column and whatever information needs to be credited in the credit column. An important thing is, you can see here this F7 button. So on the button bar, we have to press this F7. F7 is for the journal. So once you are clicking on this F7, you can see here that this screen would appear. So on the previous screen, we have payments at the top. Once we have pressed F7, we'll see that we'll have journal on the top. This is the journal. So we'll have to do all the voucher entry here. Now buy, I want to change this buy into debit. So what I'll do is, I'll go to this bar, that is F12. F12 is the configure button. So I've pressed this F12. After pressing this F12, this is the screen that you would see. So here you can see that the second statement, use credit debit instead of to buy. It is no. I'll convert here to yes. Right? Then you can see here the fourth statement. It is allow cash account in journal vouchers. It is no. I can change here to yes. That is, I should be able to see the cash account which is already there. So once I make the changes, this is the screen that would appear. You can see here, skip date field during creation, yes. Use credit debit instead of to buy, yes. Allow cash account in journal voucher, yes. So I have created these, yes. So once I move to the next screen after pressing enter, I'll see here that instead of buy, it is debit now. Now you already have a debit. Whatever you want to debit will move to the first entry, that is cash account debit to capital account. In the cash account, I don't have to write cash account because in the journal, in the ledger, I have already written. I have to choose this from the list of ledger accounts on the right. So what I'll do is, I'll go to cash account in the right. I'll click here on cash account. Once I click on the cash account, this cash account will automatically appear here. Right? And then on the right, I can write the amount. It is the first entry is cash account debit to capital account 1 lakh. Automatically, that 1 lakh would appear on the right. Right? Similarly, on credit, I want to credit the capital account. So I will select capital account here from the list of ledger accounts. I'll just click and then this capital account will appear. I'll put the amount 1 lakh. After that, I'll press enter. I'll move to the narration column. I can write the narrations here, being cash invested in business. Then the next screen that will come here is accept. you are going to press yes. It means that this entry has been accepted. This entry has been saved. So we are able to do entry number 1, that is the first entry. Now, what I can do is in the gateway of Tally, I can move to the balance sheet, right? In order to see that I have passed one entry, is it appearing in the balance sheet or not? So I'll just click here balance sheet. I can see here that capital account, it is 1 lakh. Current assets, it is 1 lakh. It is already shown. So automatically the balance sheet has been created for the one journal entry that we have passed. If you want to see the detailed balance sheet, you can see here on the top right, we have the button F1. So we can press Alt F1, we can see the detailed balance sheet. Again, we'll go to accounting vouchers, and now we are going to pass the next entry. So the next entry is bank account debit to cash account. Now this bank account debit to cash account is a contra entry. So whenever there is a contra entry on the button bar, you have to press F4. If you press F4 on the button bar, you'll see here the next screen that would appear is this screen, that is contra. So we have to create accounting vouchers for every entry that we are doing. So contra entry, the screen that appears here is contra. Now it is asking what you want to put on the credit side. It is bank account debit to cash account. So in the credit side, we'll add cash here. We'll move to the next screen. On the debit side, we are going to add bank here. So credit cash 15,000, debit bank 15,000. Then we can write the narration. This screen can appear. You have deposited money in bank. If you want to put what denominations of notes you have deposited, were it 2,000 rupees note or 1,000 rupees note or 500 or 100 or whatever. In that case, you can just put the information here. Then cash account credited, bank account debited. We have added the narration that is being cash deposited in bank, right? For accept, yes, no. So I'll just click yes here for accept. It means that this entry has been saved. So you can see here that one thing which is important is that in case of passing the journal entries, Tally would ask you sometimes to enter credit first. It would ask you sometimes to enter debit first. So you have to be careful of that step. Now the question is that why Tally asks you to enter credit first and sometimes debit first? Because the party name is given more importance in Tally. This is number one. The person, if it is Mr. X, Mr. Y, that person is given more importance. Or you can say here, expenses are given more importance. So to whichever account Tally gives more importance, it will show on the top. And the other account will show on the bottom. So it is just that. So you don't have to worry at all. You just have to see that whether it is a credit or it is a debit, and then you just have to put the information. This is what has to be done at your end. Again, we'll move to the accounting voucher. Now the next entry, you can see here, the next entry is bought office furniture. Since we have purchased the office furniture, this entry is a purchase entry. So on the right hand side, the voucher that we are going to select is the purchase voucher, that is F9. So I've already selected F9. I can see here that it is purchased. Earlier it was contra. Now the next entry, we have seen here that this is the purchase voucher. Right? And it is actually an invoice. Why it is an invoice? Because you can see here, it is showing name of the item, it is showing quantity, it is showing rate, it is showing amount, it is showing everything. But in general, we don't need this quantity, rate, amount and all. So what we are going to do is, we will press Control V. Control V means that we want to see the voucher. So once we are going to press Control V, we'll see that this screen would appear. Right? You can enter supplier invoice number, whatever you want. You can enter the date. You can come to the credit. On the credit, you can enter that is cash account. So you can select cash from the right. You can enter cash account. Then you can put the entire information about the supplier. And then in the furniture account, you can see here that you have added 3,000. Now always remember this thing, that if this furniture account, let us say it is not showing on the ledger account, right? In that case, what you have to do is always go to F12. There would be any particular option which might not be activated. Go there and activate it. Every account would be shown. So we have added cash, and then we have put 3,000 in it, and then furniture, and then we have put 3,000 again in it. Right? Similarly, we are going to pass the other journal entries here. The next is sold goods for cash. So I am selecting this F8. That is sales button. From the button bar, you can see here that the sales is appearing. Then again, I'll take sale as voucher. This screen would appear. I'll just put the information, that is cash account debit to sales account. In the cash, I'll put 2,500. In the sales, I'll put 2,500. This is cash 2,500, sales 2,500. I've added the narration, that is being goods sold for cash. Then I'll accept it. Yes, accept it. This entry would be saved. Similarly, the next entry is purchase goods from Mr. X on credit. In this case, again, Mr. X are selected, right? And then I have credited Mr. X, and then purchase account I have debited. Okay, this is the purchase entry. I have selected the purchase voucher on the right. So this is the entry which is done for Mr. X. So similarly, you can see here, you can pass all the journal entries. Every journal entry you can pass by just selecting the voucher from the button bar. Then interest entry. Now, this is one new voucher. If you can see here, we have one entry as received interest on bank deposits, which is entry number 10. So you can select receipt from the right side, that is F6. The voucher would be the receipt voucher. In the credit, you have put interest. In the debit, you have put the bank account. You have added 100 and 100 on both. On the narration, it is being interest received in bank deposit. I have accepted. It is yes. And then I have moved to the next entry. Again, it is a contra entry. Pass all the journal entries by debit and credit. Once all the journal entries have been passed by you, you can go to again the gateway of Tally, this screen. You'll go to display. Just press display here. Once you press display here, you can see that everything is displayed. I want to see the day book. All the entries have been displayed with the voucher type, with all the debits and the credits. Move to the trial balance. Automatically, the trial balance have been created. You can see here it has capital account, it has current liabilities, fixed assets, current assets. So automatically, the trial balance has been created. Then to the next screen, I'll move to this balance sheet. I'll click on the balance sheet. Automatically, you can see here that this is the balance sheet which has been created. It has all the journal entries. Then we'll move to the next screen. Now what I've done is that if you can see on the button bar, it is schedule 6. I've pressed on schedule 6. The balance sheet as per schedule 6 is automatically created. When we do it in the class, it is number of times very cumbersome. But in that case, in this case, we don't have to do anything. Just the journal entry and this balance sheet has been created. Then this profit and loss account has been created. Then this ratio analysis has been done. Automatically, all the ratios you can see. You don't have to do any ratio analysis. Now, a very important thing is, if you have to ask scan anything, you are downloading the software, you are making the company, the first project that is being given to you is, please create the company on Tally. Create any company on Tally. The second project that we are giving you is that take any particular transactions of the company, take 10 entries, take 15 entries, please pass them in ledger. That is what is required. And the third step is pass the journal entries of it. And you will automatically see that everything is being created. So if you have interest in accounts, if you really want to learn it, I think that this software is really going to help you out. Now, if you have any questions, please ask. Anyone, if you have any questions, if you want to ask anything, you can please ask. You're most welcome. So I believe that everyone would be able to use this software then.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so please download.
Yes, ma'am.
It might be possible the number of times you might have so many questions once you start passing the journal entries. So start passing the journal entries, make the ledger account, automatically everything would be done for you. You can email me, you have my email ID. Just email me if you have any doubts. If you want that live sessions should be created where you really want to create the company, you want more information about this particular software, just email me. If you'll have a good number of students, then we'll definitely have more sessions on the same. So the basic idea for this particular session was that at least you should have the knowledge of that we have this kind of software where we maintain all the records.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? That's it. So I should just
Yes, ma'am.
log out now. All is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
everyone.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Everyone
Thank
for
you, ma'am.
joining, and it was wonderful explaining you everything. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Supriya, can you hear me? Okay, we'll just stop recording here.